Well, 2023 is almost over. I can't believe everything that's happened this whole year. I know another year has come by, and I say the same things every year about the year's ending and the same intro every year, but it's true, and another year has come and gone. So there's a lot of things that happened to me this year, a lot of adventures that I went on, and I think it was one of the best years because there were so many good things that happened. And I'm just really happy that I had all these adventures this year, and there was just so much fun, so much laughs. So I just can't believe that this year is over because there was just so much that happened and so many adventures that I had, and it was just so much fun. And it was definitely better than 2022 a lot, because just before filming this video, I remember looking up the video from last year and reviewing it, and then just seeing how the year has progressed for me, and things got so much better after 2022. Because if you guys remember that video, I talked about that was not the best year for me, and 2023 was 10 times better, and it just was so much better, and it was so much better, and it had so many more highlights than the year before, and that's pretty much it. So I just don't want to give too much away before getting to the video. So with that being said, let's get to the video. In January, in the beginning of January, on New Year's Day to be exact, I went to a New York Giants home game with my dad, where the New York Giants played the Indianapolis Colts at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This was a really fun game because this was the last game of the season, and this actually brought the Giants into the playoffs, and it was a lot of fun, and it was cold, but it was fun, and it was a good way to spend New Year's Day, and it was just a lot of fun to just spend the day with all these Giant fans. I know I say it every year in every video, but it's true. We had so much fun just having one last fun time with the Giants and seeing them play, because some of the playoff games aren't always at home. It depends on the record of the team. So unfortunately, the Giants, when they had their playoff games, they weren't at home, they were away, so they weren't at home this year. So how it goes, the better the record, the more likely you're going to have a home playoff game. So unfortunately, that wasn't for the Giants this year, but they did play a couple of playoff games, and they were really good, and it was fantastic just to be able to watch the game and have fun and just see them play the Colts. And the Giants actually won that game, and it was really fun, and it was just a good time to spend with my dad, because I love going to these games because I go to a lot of them with him. So it was a lot of fun, and it was just a good way to start off the year. So this was to mark the end of the 2022 season, not the 2023 season. So it goes by seasons like the years. So it was January, but it was still considered the 2022 season. In February, I watched the Super Bowl with my parents. I ordered a t-shirt. We ordered food. I made brownies. This is where the Kansas City Chiefs played the Philadelphia Eagles. I didn't root for any team because the Eagles are my dad's rivals because of the Giants, and Kansas City is my mom's rivals for the Broncos. So obviously I didn't root for either team. I was neutral, and they were each rooting for each of those rivals to lose, so I kind of stayed neutral. So I just had a lot of fun celebrating my parents and having a good time and just hanging out. No matter what team is playing, I always have a fun time with the Super Bowl. In March, there wasn't much going on. It was just a mellow month, because this was the only month that was pretty much mellow, because there was other things that was happening before that. So March was just strictly just mellow, nothing going on before all the craziness started. And with that, I'm gonna get to April. In April, I celebrated Easter with my family. As I said in the other videos, we went to the Easter Vigil Mass, which is a late Mass for Easter, and we had a good time. We just celebrate Easter, the three of us. Like I said, with any other holiday, COVID or not, we always celebrate just the three of us. We don't have company over, and it's just nice just to be able to just relax and just have a nice dinner with my family and have a good time. So that's it. I also went to go see Reba McEntire in concert at Madison Square Garden in New York City. It was a lot of fun because it's the first time I went to a concert in years. The last concert I went to was Lionel Richie, and that was in 2019. And this concert was mainly for my mom. I went with my mom, I went with my cousin and my aunt. It was just a girls' night. We had a good time. I like Reba McEntire's music. She's really good, and it was just a good time just to hang out and have a night out with the girls. And because I don't really go out much at all, so it was just nice to have a nice night out and have fun and just have a good time, listen to country music, because I really don't listen to much country music. So it was just good to like kind of listen to her music. Like I listened to the CDs leading up to the concert and just kind of prepared myself for it. So it was a lot of fun, and I'm just glad that I had the opportunity to see this concert. And I just felt good going to another concert because I haven't been to one in years. So it was just a lot of fun. In May, this is the biggie, I went to Taylor Swift's The Eras Tour at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. It was so much fun. If you guys didn't know, this was the concert of the year. Everybody who's anybody went to the concert, whether you're a Swiftie or not. Everybody went to the concert, and it was so much fun. I have not been to a Taylor Swift concert since 2009 when I went to the Fearless tour when she played at our local arena. This was before she was playing stadium tours, and this was so much fun because I went with my best friend. She's not really a Swiftie, but we went together because we wanted to have a good time, and I went through the great ticket war, and it was a lot of fun. Just having fun with my best friend. My cousin went the day before me with her friends and her brother and his friends, and my aunt. They all went the day before me. I tried to go the same day as her, but I couldn't get that show, so I ended up going the day after her. This is when Taylor played 3 days at MetLife, and this was Memorial Day weekend, so I went on a Saturday, and it was a lot of fun. It was just one of the most memorable experiences of my life. I'm so glad I went, and I got the tickets, and it was so much fun, and I would love to go to more concerts in the future because between Reba and then Taylor, it was so much fun just rocking out and seeing Taylor in person, because like I said, I haven't been to her concerts in years because like I had interest, but it was just like getting a ride to New Jersey because I live in New York, so it was hard to get a ride. And so it was just really fun to be able to have this mind-blowing experience and just to be able to just soak in the Taylor Swift of it all. And my Swiftiness was showing, and it was so much fun, and I am so glad I went because it was so much fun, and it was just fantastic. I was talking to a girl next to me. I made a friend, and if she's watching this video, hey girl, what's up? I made friendship bracelets. I traded them with a bunch of Swifties, and my friend did too, and I got merch. It was so much fun, and this was one of the best things that happened this year, and I could really use it because after what happened last year with everything that happened to me in 2022, this was definitely the best thing that happened to me this year, and it was so much fun, and I couldn't believe it. It was wild, it was crazy, it was so much fun, and I would not trade this experience for anything in the world. It was so much fun. In June, it was my mom's birthday. My mom was actually a week before me, but I didn't really do much. I turned 30 this year. It's just so crazy because I feel so young, and I know that there are a lot of good things happening to me in the next few years. I hope that some good things are going to happen to me over the next few years, and maybe 30 is going to be my year, even though some great things happened to me in my 20s. In my 30s, I'm looking forward to starting a new chapter and having more adventures and having great things happen. So what I did was I didn't have a crazy party or anything. I went out to dinner with my family because me and my mom have a joint birthday dinner because she's, like I said, a week before me. So like me and my mom and dad just went out to celebrate me and my mom's birthday, and then I went out with my best friend. I didn't have a party. I planned to do something, but it just didn't work out, so I just ended up just having just a quiet dinner with my best friend, and we went to dessert and had a good time. So it wasn't anything crazy, so it was just a good time, and I had a fun time just celebrating my 30s. I didn't need a big party or anything. It was just fine the way it was, and that's it. In July, it was the 4th of July. We didn't really do anything. Again, there's not much going on. One year I did go out, but this year I just stayed at home. I just watched some fireworks outside with my parents. My mom had a snack and just hung out, watched some TV. It wasn't really much. Like I said, I don't really go out for the 4th these days, so I just stayed in and we just hung out. There are people that usually do fireworks outside my house. That was pretty much it. There wasn't much going on. I also went to a New York Giants training camp with my dad at Quest Diagnostics Training Center in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the second camp I actually went to with my dad. I went to one the previous year, and it was a lot of fun just to be able to see the Giants practice and see them in person. Unfortunately, I didn't get any autographs because it was just really crazy. I hope to do it again maybe next year. I'm hoping we get to go to a camp. We'll just have to see what my summer has next year, but I had a good time at the camp regardless if I get an autograph or not. It was just a lot of fun just to see the Giants practice. I wore a little cheerleading skirt. I was like the Giants cheerleader for the day. It was so much fun. I brought a poster. Unfortunately, like I said, I tried to get an autograph, but it didn't. So like if you're ever going to go to a training camp of an NFL team, just kind of go in with an open mind and maybe you might get an autograph. But you get to see the players up and close and personal rather than at a game, and you get to see them practice, and it was a lot of fun just to spend the day with my dad, and we just had a good time. In August, I went to a Giants preseason home game where the New York Giants played the Carolina Panthers. It was a lot of fun just to be able to go to a preseason game again and just to be able to soak it in. We try to go to as many preseason games as we can, so we went to all of them this year because last year we went on vacation, so like we actually got to go to like every game this year, and it was a lot of fun just to be able to see the team again and just see some preseason. I know it doesn't really mean much, and it's just like kind of just a formality to see how the players play, but it was a really good game, and I had a good time with my dad, and just to spend time with Giants fans, it was fun. Hi, future Erin here. Okay, so I'm currently editing this video, and I noticed that some of my footage is missing, and I can't find it, and I tried to find it, but I can't. So I'm just going to wrap up the rest of August in this short clip, and then just wrap up the rest of August in this clip. So without further ado, I'm going to wrap up the rest of August. So also in August, I went to another Giants preseason home game where the New York Giants played the New York Jets. This was just a lot of fun. I've seen the Jets play preseason ever since. I've been to pretty much every game the Jets have played the Giants in preseason since my dad became a season ticket holder in 2021, but there was one year I went on vacation, so we didn't get to see them play in person. But it was just a lot of fun to see the Jets play again because I also got to see them play in the regular season as well, but I'll get to that. But it was just a lot of fun to see the Jets play again. There was a lot of expectations for the team this year, especially with having Aaron Rodgers on the team, and I was just hoping to see him play a little bit, but obviously they had the backups playing, so it was fine. But it was just fun to be there, see the team in person, and just to see them play. This is pretty much a tradition of me and my dad going to these games. So it was just a lot of fun to see the Jets play and just to be able to hang out with Giant fans and root for the opposing team just once, at least during preseason. And that's pretty much it. So that was it, and it was just a lot of fun. So also in August, we also got work done on the house. Well, we, meaning me and my parents. My parents decided to renovate the kitchen and the bathroom. Well, the kitchen and the downstairs bathroom, which is on the main floor. So the kitchen and then the bathroom on the main floor. Because we have two bathrooms, so we decided to get the one done on the main floor. We had some minor ones done to the top floor. It was just mainly like a few things they fixed on the bathroom on the top floor of the house. But that was just minor little things that they worked on. But the main work was being done on the main bathroom and the main floor. We were very inconvenienced, especially with the kitchen, because we had to get a microwave for the basement where we had to microwave most of our meals that were frozen. And we did get takeout from time to time, so it wasn't completely bad. There was a lot of noise and a lot of construction, but it was all worth it because the work turned out great. And the contractors did a fantastic job, and it was all worth it. And my parents are very happy with the work that was done. And that's all I could really say. So that's pretty much it. I just wanted to wrap that up for you guys. And that's pretty much it. So I tried to keep this as short as I could. And that's it. So I will take you back to past Erin and the rest of this video. In September, I didn't really do much. Again, like, it was pretty much mellow. The only thing I really did was I went out to dinner with my best friend, where we just caught up on what we were up to and just to have a good time and just to hang out and just to be able to catch up because I really don't see her that much. So it just felt good to see my best friend again and just be able to catch up, have a good time, and just be able to catch up and just talk and have some girl talk, have a girls' night out. And we do this every year, so we see each other at least a few times a year. So this was like just one of the times where we actually saw each other and had a good time. And it was just like a thing to wrap up the summer and before the fall started. And it was just a nice way to end the summer and just to have a good time and talk to my friend and just chat. In October, I went out to dinner with my mom and my dad. We went out to dinner just to celebrate my dad's birthday. It was like a belated birthday thing because we were having work done on the house, so we really couldn't do anything because at this time the work on the house was pretty much done. So we went out to dinner to celebrate my dad's birthday, and my dad also got a new job. He used to work at the college where I went to school, but I graduated and I was getting like the remission tuition, so that was kind of the reason why, like, I was going for nothing. So that was the only reason my dad was working there, is how most of the guys there are supporting their child by working there and getting free tuition for their children. So I'm not there anymore since I graduated. There was really no reason for him to stick around. So he got a new job at a public school where we live, and a public school not too far from where I live, because he just wanted to like get something different and just be there for another few years before he actually retires. And he likes it so far and he's loving it, and he made some new coworker friends, and he's still friendly with the guys that he worked with at his previous job, but he's loving it so far, so we decided to celebrate that and on his birthday. I went to a New York Giants home game where the New York Giants played the Washington Commanders. This was a lot of fun. This was the first home game me and my dad actually went to, because in the beginning of the season they played the Cowboys and it was a night game, and my dad had work the next day and there was a lot going on, so we don't go to night games. We just go to the ones that play at 1 o'clock, or sometimes maybe if they play at 4, but we've been going to like the ones that where they played at 1 o'clock, and it was just a lot of fun to see the Giants in the regular season game, and I loved seeing the team play. It was just a lot of fun to watch the Giants play. It was just a really fun time to go. It was a little cold, but it was fun. I dressed up, I wore my cheerleader outfit again, just to root for the Giants. It was a lot of fun just to be able to be at MetLife again, just to talk to the Giant fans, be around them, and have a good time, because preseason, like, there's not everybody's there, so you just like kind of talk to whoever, and just to be able to spend time with people and talk to them. And it was a lot of fun just to be around the Giant fans and just have a good time and just to hang out. The Giants won, which I am very happy about, and they won the game, and it was really good because the Giants played fantastic. And it was also fun to like hang out with my dad. I also, and then I went to yet another New York Giants home game where the New York Giants played the New York Jets. This was a regular season game, not a preseason, because the Giants and the Jets play each other every 4 years. So this is the first time I saw a regular season game where they played each other, because the last time was 2019. So this was a lot of fun. The Giants were the home team, so that's why I was able to go, and the Jets were the visiting team. So it was just a lot of fun to see the Jets play in a regular season game. I hope to get to a Jets home game one day where I can actually see them play. If you guys don't know, the Jets and Giants do share a stadium, so that's why they played each other. And it was like the Battle of New York, and it was a lot of fun. And I loved like being around Jet fans, even though there weren't a lot in our section, because my dad's seats are actually in the visitor section, so there weren't many Jet fans around us. But it was a lot of fun to see the Jets play in a regular season game. Unfortunately, Aaron Rodgers did not play because he got injured in the first game of the season, but it was nice to see him play. But it was great. The Jets won, and it was fantastic. It was a great end to the game and my day, and fun. Despite the fact that the Jets won, I did have a good time with my dad, and he likes going to the games with me, and we just have a good time. It was actually raining that day. It was a downpour. It was raining so bad. We wore ponchos. It was a crazy game because it was wet. It was cold, but we stayed. We stuck it out. We watched the game, and we did it. And we actually ended up leaving because it was getting really wet, but it was a lot of fun. I ended up leaving a little early because the game was going, well, not well for my dad, but also because it was wet. But we wore some ponchos, and it was a lot of fun, but it was cold. Like, the rain was on and off, but then right at halftime, it just downpoured raining. It was just a freaking downpour, and everybody was hanging out in the concourse. And I think it was another time there was a game like that too, when it was like raining. It was like when the Giants played the Bears, I think, in the 2022 season. So it was like that, but 10 times worse. So like, you have to experience at least one downpour game when you're a season ticket holder for whatever team, if your team has an outdoor stadium, and this was ours. Like, we've dealt with rain games before, but nothing like this, so it was a very memorable experience. And it was also Halloween. I dressed up as a cheerleader this year. I usually cosplay every year, but I wanted to do something a little different. I bought a full cheerleader uniform, like the thing underneath it, the shell, which is the thing that goes underneath, the shirt on top, the thing that goes on top, the actual shirt, and the skirt. So I already had the skirt from the Giants training camp, so I just figured why not just go all out for Halloween this year. But I ended up wearing the whole uniform to the Giants game when they played the Commanders. But I was wearing a jersey over it, and I wore like a vest, so this time I actually put the whole uniform on for Halloween. I took some great pictures, and it was just fun to be able to dress as a cheerleader. I used to be a cheerleader back in the day. I used to do youth cheerleading when I was a kid, so it was just fun to be able to dress up and break out my pom-poms from when I was a kid, and I still have them from the few teams that I was on. I think one of the teams I was on, we got to give back the pom-poms when the thing was over, but I actually have 2 pairs of pom-poms from the other teams I was on, so it was fun to have my pom-poms and break them out again. It was a lot of fun, and it was fun because I wore blue because of the Giants, so it was really fun. And yeah, it was just fun to be able to dress up, take some photos, and just hang out and have a good time. Even though I don't really do anything on Halloween, it was just a lot of fun just to hang out and have a good time. And in November, it was my mom and dad's wedding anniversary. They are now married 32 glorious years. I always mention this in all my videos because I'm just so happy for them, because they are still happily married after all these years, and they just are very happy together. And I know I say this every year, but I hope to find a guy and marry him and have him treat me the same way that my parents are married, and that my marriage lasts just as long as theirs, if not longer. And I'm just so happy that my parents have a great, healthy, happy marriage. It was also Thanksgiving. We didn't really do anything, as I said, with Easter, like, because of the holiday and COVID, like, we always spend the holidays just the 3 of us, just me, my mom, my dad. It was a lot of fun. We watched football. We just had dinner. It was a pretty mellow holiday. It was not much going on. We didn't entertain. I didn't have to dress up. I got to relax. You couldn't watch the parade because my DVR didn't record it and didn't take. So it recorded but didn't take. But it was just a lot of fun just to be able to relax and have fun and just have a good time with my family and just spend time with each other, because we don't really see each other much because my dad, with his new job, he works nights, so I really don't see him as much. So it was just a lot of fun to just spend time with my parents and just have a fun holiday. I also went to another Giants home game with my dad where the New York Giants played the New England Patriots. This was the weekend after Thanksgiving, so it was like the holiday was continuing. It was just fun to be able to go to this game and have a good time again, just spending time with Giant fans and just watching. The Giants won, and it was great because of that field goal at the end. Woo! But it was just a really fun time watching the game and having a good time. Spending time with my dad, it's like one of the few times a year we spend time together. Even when he was at his previous job, I really didn't see him much. He worked days, but it was just with the schedules and everything going on. This is the only father-daughter time that me and my dad get. So this was a lot of fun just to be able to go to games with him, and I know he really enjoys that too. And it was just a lot of fun. In December, I went out to dinner with my best friend, and we just caught up again. We celebrated her birthday / the holidays because she, in fact, turned 30 as well. So I just wanted to celebrate with her because we always do this every year, but it's just a memorable year for her because she turned 30. It was just nice to have fun, just to celebrate the holidays. We went to this light show at our local beach there where we live, and it was a lot of fun just to be able to see the lights and have a good time, then go out to dinner and then have dessert and just hang out and have a good time and just be able to catch up and just to see each other and have a good time before the holidays. I also just celebrated the holidays with my parents. Nothing great. We just celebrated Christmas, just the 3 of us, and we just opened gifts. We had a great time. It was just a good time celebrating it with my parents, having a good time, being able to celebrate the holidays, and just to be able to have a good time. I also went to another New York Giants home game where the New York Giants played the Los Angeles Rams, which actually I haven't gone to yet because at the time of filming this video it's mid-December, so it hasn't happened yet. But at the time of filming this video it's before New Year's. But I'm going to a New York Giants home game with my dad on New Year's Eve, so that's going to be fun because usually New Year's Eve there's nothing really much going on with my parents anyway. So this is going to be really exciting seeing them play on New Year's Eve and then watching the ball drop. So that's going to be fun. That's the only thing I'm going to mention because it didn't happen yet, but this is me filming this now before New Year's. The game was a lot of fun. It was a nice way to spend New Year's Eve and just to spend time with Giants fans, have fun, watch the game, and also spend time with my dad. And it was just a nice day overall. And that's it. It was very cold, but other than that, really nice day, and it was just fun just to see the Giants play and have a good time, and that's it. So that's it, and I just had a good time celebrating the holidays with my parents and just, again, making it mellow, nothing really great happening. So we're just having fun with my parents and just celebrating the holidays and having a good time. This has been the year of, as I said last year, this has been the year of many things, and a lot more many things at that, because most of them are Taylor Swift related, but I'll get to those next. This has been the year of the New York Giants making the playoffs from the 2022 season. I count this towards 2023 because the games were in January, but technically it was 2022 season. So unfortunately they didn't make the Super Bowl, but that's okay. One year they'll make it, and yes, one year the Jets will too. They ain't good now, but they will get there. This was also the year of the NFL draft. The New York Jets and Giants got some good draft picks. They did pretty good. This was also a great year. I don't have this on my list, but this was the year the New York Jets signed Aaron Rodgers, and it was one of the best things that happened for the NFL. And he also made headlines because apparently after tearing his Achilles in September, he is now back on the field. So we'll see if he still plays. It's a miracle with medicine. I don't know what's going to happen, but the fact that we have him as a quarterback is amazing, and I can't wait to see him play more games, hopefully either the end of this season or next season. But I don't know what's going to happen with the playoffs with both these teams, but we can only hope, right? Again, we'll just end it there. But we did get some good draft picks this year, and it was a fun time watching the draft. I watch it every year, and it was a lot of fun. This was also the year of General Hospital turning 60 years old. The General Hospital's 60th anniversary. I watched this soap. I love it so much. I wanted to mention it here because when they turned 50, I wasn't on YouTube at the time. So it was a milestone for the show and the actors, and they've come such a long way. But towards the end of 2012, beginning of 2013, I started watching General Hospital because when Life to Live was ending and they bring in some of the actors over from there to General Hospital, so I started watching it, and the soap is really good. The actors are really nice. They respond to me on Instagram and so other social media sites, and they're really, really nice, and they deserve everything they get. And my God, I hope they get some good Emmys, because the Emmys was pushed back because of the writer's strike. So we're getting the Emmys in like a week, so I'm excited. This was also the year of Speak Now, Taylor's version. The announcement of this thing was crazy. It was in Kansas City, and if you know, you know, because good things happen in Kansas City, because that's coming up next. But if you know what I'm going to be getting at next. But it was crazy having Speak Now. It's another re-recorded album from Taylor, and I listened to it. It was fantastic. I love anything that she records, and I will listen to any album she has or songs or anything. She's just a fantastic artist, and I love her so much because I'm such a Swiftie. I have to go to the concert. Oh, it was so much fun. This was also the year of 1989, Taylor's version. I've yet to get the album. I ordered it. I don't have it in my hands yet, but I think there's some problems with the shipping, but I'm going to get it, and I'm going to listen to it, and it's going to be fantastic. If I listen to it while I'm editing this video, maybe I'll update it, but I'm sure it's good. I heard a few songs already, and they're really good. I heard some vault tracks. I'm trying to listen too much because I want to listen to it on my own, but oh my God, this girl just puts out great music, and I just love it so much, and I'm just so happy for Taylor because she's getting so great in her career and in her personal life. Again, if you know, you know, and so that's it. The album was great. I loved all the songs, all the vault tracks, and she just did a fantastic job on the album, and that's it. It was a good album, and I'm excited for the rest of the re-recordings. This was also the year of the Eras Tour. This was one of the biggest tours in the world. It's like, was the concert of the year. Everybody went through the ticket war. I know some people couldn't get it. If you're viewers, you're watching, I'm sorry you couldn't get a ticket. I hope you guys get to go to a Taylor Swift concert very soon, but it was worth it. And if you didn't watch it, you got to watch TikToks, and you got to watch any content on social media of it, and her outfits were outstanding. The music was fantastic. It was just so much fun. And again, I'm so glad I got to go. And this was fantastic for all us Swifties to be able to go hang out and make friends and have relationships that are going to last a while. And it was so good. And this was just fantastic. And she's one of the most famous people in the world. Just put her on the freaking map, even though she already was. But she's bigger than she was. And I'm just so proud of her. This was also the year of the Eras Tour movie. So if you guys didn't know, the Eras Tour actually became a movie. They filmed it when she was in California. It was the last night of her U.S. leg, or at least for this time, because she's going to the U.S. again, but this was her first leg of the U.S. tour, the last leg of the U.S. tour, at least for this time. This time when she was in California at SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, California, and I went to go see it. It was a lot of fun. Even though I went to the concert, I wanted to see it from another point of view because I was in the nosebleeds. Like, I'm not complaining about my seats. I'm grateful I got a ticket just to be there in person, but it was just a lot of fun just to go see the movie and see it from another point of view, and it was a lot of fun, and I was singing to some songs. It was so much fun, and the movie was fantastic, and any Swifties, I recommend go see it. I think it's going to be in like AMC till like May, so go see it. It is so worth it and so much fun. This is one of the biggies. This was also the year of Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce dating. This is like her first open relationship. We know she was dating Joe Arwen, but then they broke up, and now Taylor's dating Travis, and this is her first open relationship. The other one with Joe was a little bit secret, so like she's actually open about it, and now she's talking, she's opening up. I don't care what anybody says, this is not a PR stunt, and this relationship is gonna last a long time, and I'm just so excited. I hope they get married. Oh, I just love their relationship, and I love, and if Taylor's happy, I'm happy, and I'm just happy for them. And I hope that they last a while, and they're a fantastic couple, and I will root for them all the time. Am I gonna root for the Chiefs? Probably not, because my mom's a Bronco fan, so on her behalf, I will not root for the Chiefs, but I will root for Travis anytime. Okay, maybe I will root for the Chiefs when they're not playing the Broncos, but my God, I love them. I love life. I love that the fact that they're so open with their relationship, and I just love them so much, and they make me so happy, and they're just a fantastic couple. And I just wish great things for them. This was also the year of the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes movie. This is based off a novel by Susan Collins. It is the prequel to The Hunger Games, what is told in President Snow's point of view. Yes, he is an evil SOB, but we get to see him from the lighter side of before all this happened, and you kind of see how he became the way he is. I really recommend reading the book and then seeing the movie. I went with my mom, but she didn't read the book yet. She's gonna read it now, and then hopefully she can read it by the time it goes out on DVD, so we can watch it again and she can actually enjoy it. And because she really didn't understand what was going on, but it was nice to have her come with me and see it, because it's the first time I've seen a book to movie adaptation since 2016. But I did see Darkest Minds in 2018, so technically since like 2016, 2018. So, but this is the first time seeing like an actual franchise, like a Hunger Games movie, since 2015. Is that when Mockingjay came out? 2015, right? So this is the first time seeing a book to adaptation in a whole that it felt so good. It brought memories back. It felt like 2014 again, seeing Divergent and going back to the theater, being excited. I cosplayed as Lucy Greybeard, and it was awesome. And I posted a picture online, and it was just so much fun. I hope we get to see more adaptations. I know It Ends With Us is becoming a movie, and it's going to come out, and I'm very excited because the first Colleen adaptation we're actually going to get to see after Ugly Love didn't happen because of like financial things. So, I'm so excited for that next year. Hopefully, because they had to stop production because of the strike. But I just felt good just to be able to go and see the movie and have a good time, just bring all that nostalgia back. It just felt so good. I just want to do a few honorable mentions that aren't on my list. This was also the year Taylor Swift was named Time Magazine's Person of the Year. So I'm just so happy for her because she's such a successful, powerful woman, and she's my inspiration, and she is my hero, and I'm just so happy for her landing this great thing, and she's just amazing, and she is going to dominate the world, and she's going to be so good in any success that she has, and I'm just so happy for her. We also had a strike this year. We had a writer's strike and an actor's strike. I know I don't really want to mention negative things, but this was actually great for the writers because they're getting the representation that they deserve, because they are getting the rights to things and everything else worked out. It was a long strike, but it was a good one. And the actors are getting what they deserve as well, because I know some of them are extras and people that work in TV. The soap actors were still working, but they would still be able to pick it at the same time. So this was a very interesting because our shows went dark for a while, but they're coming back next year. So we have another thing to look forward to. So that's pretty much it. Those things weren't on my list. I just wanted to mention them because they were on my mind while I was filming this. Here are my goals for 2024. Okay, my goals for this year are similar to the ones of last year. My goals for next year are the same as last year. So if you want to reference that video before looking at this one, feel free, but they're going to be the same, so there's no reason to do that. Focus on my mental health, kind of just get into the mindset of just being more, not being more positive. I am positive, I'm a pretty much happy person, but just working on myself a little bit and just kind of trying to get into good mindset and just to be able to just, not things that I want to mention here, but just to be able to focus on myself and treat myself well and just be happy and just be able to have that concept of self-love and just being happy all the time and just focus on me and have a really good mental mindset, because that's what we should all have, because yay, mental health. I also want to get to a decent bedtime schedule. I know I said that last year and it didn't work out, and if anything, it got worse. I know it wasn't the best. It got worse, not better, but I hope to improve on that because like any writer out there probably knows that bedtime is not on the agenda. Some writers maybe, I don't know. And also social media keeps me up late. So anyway, I just want to get a decent bedtime schedule and be able to just be able to get there. Eventually, I'll get there and hopefully have a better bedtime schedule and just be able to get better with that. I want to say hopefully with a bedtime schedule, because I don't want to say it and then manifest it and it's not going to happen. So I'm not going to manifest that because I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm hoping I'm going to put some effort and actually try to get to bed at a decent time. I also hope to get a job in publishing. I know it's really hard right now because I know I just graduated like a year ago, so it's kind of hard to find things right now because everybody wants experience, or it's like you need 1+ years of experience, or like as an intern or whatever, and my internship wasn't that long, so it's kind of hard to find experience there. Even maybe find just something part-time for the time being, just to like get experience on my resume and just be able to kind of get some things going, just to look like I've been working, doing things when I wasn't. I just started freelancing, but like that's not even going well because it's like they're looking for a certain time range and it's like I can't do that. Like I'm trying to be a beta reader, be like a freelance beta reader, but that's not really working out right now. So I'm still working on that. But like I've been doing that in the meantime. I've been job hunting, but I'm hoping to get something in publishing very soon. Hopefully there's a job on the horizon for me, and I know it's going to happen. It's going to happen eventually. May not be as fast as I think, but I'll get there eventually. I'm optimistic, and I'm just going to leave it at that. So I just hope that I get there, and I will, and I know, because I know I will. I hope to write more. I know I say that all the time, but I'm going to add this too. I hope to get my word count down on my manuscript, because I did it last year. I think I've been querying it for a while, but it's been getting rejected. I don't know if it's because of the word count, but I'm glad I'm going through it again, because, well, there are a lot of errors, so maybe that's why. But I'm glad I'm going through it again, because I'm catching things I didn't get the first time, and it's going a lot better than the last few drafts, so hopefully it's the last one before I get an agent. So hopefully the word count goes down. So far, hopefully it gets down soon, because I got down 2,000 words so far. So I'm hoping it's going down even more. But I have to do a writing vlog about that. So maybe I'll do some more writing vlogs in the future. But that's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping to get word count down and just be able to get it ready to query again. So you just have to keep editing that manuscript. Hopefully get an agent. This wasn't on my list last year. It's similar. My list is similar to last year. But I'm hoping to get an agent. Hopefully, maybe. I've been querying this for a while. I'm getting rejected. But if I've learned anything from the publishing process, if you keep getting rejected, even with finding a job, there's something wrong. Either there's something on the cover letter, your query letter, or there's something wrong with your manuscript. So just keep editing that manuscript until you get representation. That's what I've learned. So I've also learned to go to writers' conferences, because that helps too. But I could do a whole video on that. But for the time being, I just learned that if you keep getting rejected, there's something wrong, especially with writing your manuscript. Keep editing until your manuscript gets an agent, until it gets representation. I know there's going to be a lot more edits after that once you get an agent, but for the time being, you have to keep editing until you get that agent. So I haven't got an agent yet, but I'll get there. So I keep editing it, and hopefully I get an agent, get the word count down, get an agent, and hopefully get some representation, because this book deserves one. Sorry, I know every writer says that, but I'm just speaking on behalf of every writer everywhere, but we all need an agent. Unless you decide to go the self-publishing route, then that's great for you. Not for me, but good for you if you choose that route. So, but I hope to get an agent soon. I'm just keeping optimistic about that. Oh, and I also want to add, I hope to get published in some periodical, because I've been writing some short stories as well, so I've been kind of querying my short stories too, because it's also good to get published in a magazine, because then agents notice that and they might want to take you on as a client for your other work. But that's also that too, and the money's good as well, so I'm hoping get on that track too. So I've been working on a lot of short stories. And finally, I hope to edit more videos. I know I said this last year, and I mean every freaking word. I hope to edit more videos, because I want to say something. I'm doing better this year with getting videos out than last year. I've gotten a handful out so far. I got my BookCon vlog out from 2019 last year. I got multiple games vlogs out. I've been getting multiple videos out. I got a lot out last year. I've been doing pretty well with videos lately. So I'm doing well so far, and I want to keep it up. I think I've been doing well with as far as getting videos out and everything else. I'm hoping to film some more content, hopefully, maybe, if I get enough videos. And I'm not talking about vlogging. I'm talking about sit-down videos, and I have so many ideas for videos. I'd love to film some stuff, but until I get some videos edited, that's not happening for a while. Maybe within the next year, we'll see how many videos I get out. So I'd love to do more sit-down videos and talk, because I film this video every year, and I never, do any other sit-down videos. It's the only video I film a year, because I'm trying to get videos out. But hopefully it happens. I'm going to get videos out and hopefully film some more sit-down videos, because I miss doing that and talking to you guys and just having some chats, and I just want to do non-vlog content, but I'm getting there, and so far I hope I get more videos out, and I've been doing really well so far, so hopefully it stays that way. So I have a little bit more leeway than last year, so let's be grateful for that. So I just hope to get more videos out for you guys. I hope you had a great year filled with good things. I just want to thank you all for supporting my channel and my content, and there'll be more to come. I'm Erin, and I'll see you in 2024.